Naples, Florida is tucked along Florida's southwest coast.
I like the handmade look of what I do. It's hard to mistake my work for being machine-made.
Christopher Poehlmann is a welder. For the past 12 years, he's been hands-on, crafting steel into distinctive furniture and other decorative pieces for the home. Today, he's starting to cut a steel clock with a somewhat human shape. Like much of his work, it blends function with whimsy. Christopher calls it Time Man 5. The steel he's using is rusty because it's salvaged. He likes the patina and the sense of history that the rust brings. To create a door in the clock casing, he traces a line in white chalk, then uses his torch to cut out the shape. Christopher spends much of his time surrounded by sparks. As he works, he's aware of the danger.
One of the major concerns with cutting metal like this is to make sure that you have leather shoes on.
Leather shoes won't flare up if a spark of hot metal lands on them.
At first it was a little scary at times, but I've grown very accustomed to the sparks. They're a little bit of that metal just flying away, and it's like fireworks.
There are plenty of fireworks as Christopher begins to smooth the steel with an angle grinder.
It's a nice show that happens. There's, you know, I'm sitting around grinding, and there goes these sparks, and it's beautiful. It's these lovely patterns, and very enjoyable.
He's grinding each edge to smooth it for the welding that lies ahead. He knows that this preparation is critical.
Steel just kind of wants to go together. It wants to be welded. It's not something that, like materials like titanium, for instance, you kind of have to force them to be welded. Copper is a very difficult one. Steel just loves it. Yeah, I'm just making sure that this is a good fit right now, that there's nothing that's going to be binding it up. Perfect.
With the door a perfect fit, Christopher turns his attention to welding and fitting a tiny hinge in place. Then he'll create a latch. He uses two types of welding. First, he tacks the steel together using a MIG welder. It's electronic and doesn't heat the metal around the weld.
This is a very safe means of welding.
Then he uses more traditional heat-based welding to create the custom latch for the door.
I love the feeling of the power that's involved in welding.
Now the serious welding can begin. Christopher must attach the clock face and create the sculpture and hope that each joint will look perfect.
I look at it the same way as a woodworker would a fine dovetail joint. This is the process that it takes to put the two pieces of metal together. Why not showcase it?
When Modern Masters continues, assembling the pieces of Christopher's unique steel clock, Modern Masters returns in a moment. For questions or comments, please write to Modern Masters, care of HGTV, Box 50970, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37950. Be sure to include the episode number and your daytime phone number.